And it's another Monday, and with another Monday, it's another EU4 day, and another day to jud it up in style. In I don't know, Jadari style, something. Conquer the world, religion, stuff, light, all the important stuff. Yeah. Well, finally back. Yeah, last week was end of last week was a bit bumpy, wasn't it? Well, it's basically what Friday ended up being cancelled. That was sort of out of the blue for me as well. Honestly, wasn't expecting to be busy that day, but alas, there we were. And also, I guess Wednesday also wasn't good because Wednesday was all, or no, was that Monday? I guess we also had the one stream which was just messed up because of connection or whatever. So honestly, not the best track record. Not the best track record for last week, but well, surely this is a new week, so we can start fresh and turn it all around. Yep, definitely, absolutely, nothing will go wrong. Maybe I should just shut up. But yeah. So, plus also because it has been a few days now, and for the first time in quite a while, I think I will need to refresh myself a little bit. I do mostly remember what we were up to. Well, mostly that we beat up Rahen. Well, the Raj is dead. Long live the Raj. Namely us, I guess. Sort of, not really, but yeah. So now for a little while we'll be chilling in the east. And then what I think in the west I can't get up to too much because yeah, we are basically maxed out on overextension. And I guess now the biggest thing is we are waiting 3 years. We wait basically 3 years when Sardifadin becomes a core, and once that happens, we can form the Jaddari Empire. Well, the Jadd Empire. That's when stuff starts rolling, but it's still a little bit until then. And how can we bid our time? So I could go to war with some like Irlium, or I guess maybe not, but like not quite. But yeah, basically we could take Irlium, but don't have the capacity for it, right? So I think now I guess there are two options. One is sit tight, regenerate manpower, drill our armies, just get in shape, basically. Get in shape for some big fights. The other alternative, which I'm honestly somewhat more inclined to doing, is go and beat up either Yezel Mora or Kheterata and take all their money. We have 1,000 in the bank, but our economy still isn't great. It could be better. We have a lot of projects that could be built, but require funding. And yeah, procuring funding is one thing that I'm inclined to do. I'm pretty inclined to do something like that. And then I guess who would be the easiest? I assume Kheterata would be the easier target. They have, well, I guess they are military 7, 40,000. I don't really have a whole lot military stuff. Meanwhile, Yezel Mora, well, Yezel Mora is only military 6, but they do have 80,000 troops. Plus, I don't remember what. Oh, they are a horde. Oh, they are a horde. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought they're just. Well, I thought they would be just like basic guys. But Yeah, they do have a whole lot more manpower, like just fielded armies. But potentially we could get more stuff from them. Actually, is either of them... Okay, so Kheterata is 500 development, Yezelmora is 700. So actually, I guess we could get more money from Yezelmora, I assume. I think. But it would be a bigger fight. And honestly, in 3 years' time, I don't think I can beat them up in 3 years' time. Plus, it might just be a bit too big of a manpower bleed. Plus, we will have to fight Kheterata relatively soon anyways. Cutting them a bit down in size might not be all bad. Yeah, I think that sounds like a plan. Then what do we have going on uprising-wise, and what even is our military? So I think this is all our troops. How many do I need to leave behind? That's 13k, 11k. Decent amount of rebels. 16k from those. Suddenly the idea about just sitting around and waiting doesn't seem all bad. But no, I think we I think I actually allow attaching for once, and we take one of our bigger armies. Okay, what do I... Okay, you can just merge up. Well, come on, game. Nice, everything needs to load in. That's not us. You deal with that, dwarves. Okay, so we have a bunch of cav. I guess we won't need the cannon for rebel suppression, and we can send some extra. Okay, so we won't need the cannon, we won't need this much cavalry. 25. Actually, I guess, what, maybe leave like 23 and then send these troops over. Okay, so we'll leave 23,000 behind for... Alliance partner dismissed. Okay, Bouvauri broke our alliance. Honestly, that was incoming anyways. I'm not in shambles about it. Oh yeah, also now to think about it, do I even need... I don't think I need the spy network on Elisna anymore. Yeah, I don't think we need that. Instead, do we need one on Kheterata? 1 fort, 2 fort, 3 fort, 5 fort, 6 fort. They do have forts. I was thinking we could also improve relations with some people. Maybe try and avoid aggressive expansion a little bit. I think we'll do some could have improved relations with Bouvauri before they broke the alliance. That's bad on my part. But, well, ain't gonna cry about it. Okay. Yeah, so here we have some problem makers. Actually, what generals did we have? 6, you're the fighter man. Okay, I guess we have one good fighter man. Let's assign you here, and you can get... okay, this one is good siege, decent enough at fighting. You will be heading You will be heading westward. Oh shit, that's a bad start. That's a very bad fire phase, but that's a good shock phase. Yeah, it's okay, actually. 1.5k, not the worst, but still. What's this influence in the cabinet? Administrator. But she's good. She does inflation reduction. Inflation is a problem in this country, people. You have to think about it. 10 loyalty. That doesn't bring them down below 30, so that's fine by me. I don't care. Shut up, you religious people. What do you know? What do you know? This is economy. Don't poke your head where it doesn't belong. Oh yeah, also one thing that I needed to do, so unless I'm mistaken, there isn't any way to naturally there isn't anything in the mission tree that lets you easily integrate these vassals. Also, problem is not all of them are vassals. As a matter of fact, only Tekril Makan is a outright vassal. Oh no, they're not even a vassal. They're an autonomous vassal. Yeah. So this is the problem. Elena is a march, and the other two are autonomous vassals, which is not good. I need to turn them into basic vassals before I can integrate them. And where even? I guess that option wasn't here. That option was in the relations. Yeah, make a vassal. Yeah, we'll strip their privilege, make them a regular vassal, which we then can integrate. It will make them angry, and I think it will also be a 1 stability penalty for us. But I think since we are capped out at 3 stability, and we can get events from time to time that give us stability, I think whenever we hit +3, I will take the hit and 1 by 1 turn them all into just basic vassals. Damn, would you look at this current king? 546. Damn. Decent. Okay, so yeah, this will gain 65 liberty desire. That's wild. But that will decay. And yeah, we lose 1 stability. But I have to do this at some point. Realistically, I don't want them sitting around here for the entirety of the game. I would rather just have the map for myself, you know. And integrating them later on will be a big problem, especially for the dwarves. Especially for the dwarves, I would like to deal with them right now. So sure, take that hit. So now they will be... Okay, yeah, that it really maxed out their liberty desire. But sure, with at least now they are basic vassals. Plus, can I do anything to... Can I do anything? I could placate them. We have the prestige, but for now, just I don't know. I doubt they will cause much trouble. Just sit in your corner. Keep your own country in one piece. Goddamn, there is someone migrating around here. I didn't expect there to be more people around. Because yeah, look at this. Look at this. Their capital produces 8 gold. This is yeah, monthly production of 8 gold, literally just from the raw gold. I want their capital. I want it badly. So yeah, what did we have going on in technologies? I think I'm now waiting to pick up military technology 10. Because yeah, by the time that the ahead of time penalty wears off, we'll have saved up enough military power, I think. And then that will be a new cannon plus new cavalry. New cavalry will be big. New cavalry will be big. What else? Also, what did we have idea-wise? Yeah, I guess like espionage is... I don't really need to finish it. There's nothing all that interesting at the very end, right? Now, damn, this is a shame though, actually. We have gotten to the point in offensive where we are getting the good pickups. Engineering Corps, Grand Army, Esprit de Corps. Yeah, that is a... but the military tech is also good. Decisions. Tyrannical nobles. What's the story? What is Edeshukeru? Or is this a province I care about? And Edeshukeru. Oh, it is right here. Yes. Oh, that actually is a 9 dev province. But then again, it's taxes. I don't really care about taxes, and I do want the nobility to be somewhat happy. Sure, take your... be a bit tyrannical. Not the end of my world. Oh, okay, so Elisna's still at their... Not Elisna, Kheterata. 40,000. What I think we should be able to deal with them. Oh, well, goddamn, I tried so hard to keep that advisor alive, and then they just up and die on me. The audacity. The audacity. Kick you out. Oh, that guy was 50% cheaper. Well, I don't care. I do not care. I don't need a tax guy. We don't get... Well, actually, we do get taxes. Shit. Maybe I should have taken him. Piss. Oh well. Ooh, that was a very good shock phase. Again, 1.5k losses. Goblin minority? Sure, we are friends with goblins. They are funky little engineer guys. They make good guns, is the one thing I know about goblins. And I like guns. Okay, so what was it? The case, so these two nations aren't really pushovers. They are quite big, but they are, I would imagine, not too advanced. And okay, yeah, and we'll do this as a humiliate rival. Casus Belli, I guess. I'm not really... Ooh, actually, the take stewardship of the Sorrow Casus Belli is, I guess, basically the same as the take the mandate of heaven Casus Belli. Most importantly, you basically don't get aggressive expansion, and it's much cheaper to conquer provinces. I will definitely be using that when we actually need to conquer territory from Kheterata. Currently, I don't need that. Currently, I just need... Oh, or actually trade dispute. Trade dispute might be better because that allows... Yeah, because this gives cheaper monetary... cheaper monetary reparations and cheaper concession of defeat. Actually, I'm quite interested in both of those, so... So we'll do actually a trade dispute. I think this is literally the first time, just period, playing EU4 when I've used a trade dispute Casus Belli. Well, there's a first time for everything. Yeah, one thing though is attrition might be a bit annoying. Okay, actually, initially I will be a bit careful. Once, hopefully our vassals will get over here and provide some manpower assistance, because, well, I'm not quite sure they have twice as many troops as we do, but they're also nowhere near as good. But still, I don't really wanna be betting money on it. What is this? Oh, we don't care about that. That's, yeah, other people having issues. Aha, rebels. Funny. Imagine suffering from rebel issues. Okay, that's one of the bigger... I think that was Deni Jassar that finished coring. Should have been at least. Okay, so there... we actually are floating a big Diplo extra. What do I do with that? Get the technology? Or... could just finish espionage. Could just finish espionage if nothing else that gives us progress for our national ideas. So sure, this is all about ships. We don't do ships, so it's a bit of a worthless idea. Blackmailing. Yeah, I don't think blackmailing is gonna be a big use either. Yeah, as I said, the last two pickups in espionage ideas are a bit lackluster. Because, yeah, like I guess the cheaper spy actions is good if you're fabricating claims manually, but I don't think we'll be doing that a whole lot, if at all. And rebel support efficiency, supporting rebels is just kind of ass to begin with. So sadly, even though it is a literal 100% bonus, I don't think we'll get use out of it. Who are you people? I don't care. Okay, the Elenan troops are on the way. Always reliable. I'm mostly proceeding carefully because I don't know where the hell their army is gonna be. So I wanna be a bit cautious about it, but by the looks of it, they're not here. Maybe they do not care that I'm taking, like, these outskirt territories of theirs. Or the AI is again just trying to hide. Okay, there is half of their army. And it's not a half-bad general. She's a bit problematic. No, oh no, okay, we discovered their agent. Cool, our agent is still up to stuff. Okay, Elenan army is coming. Okay, and the Tekral Makan is also on the way. Yeah, Verkal Gulan won't be helping now since they are pissy about being integrated. Okay, so it is decaying slowly. I guess, yeah, this is also one reason. Better turn them into vassals early on, I'd say. Because then I have to wait quite a while for them to just decay so that we can start integrating them. And now, actually, what would be really good would be an Inquisitor, because then I could finally do the mission which forces them to become Jadd. Okay, so I guess we have to try and get some troops on that fortress and start sieging. So both cannons... We need 6k, so 7k. You know what, put in this general that takes less attrition. And then stand at the ready. Oh no, that's a... Wait, oh, Nirat is their capital. Yeah, I always... Because there is Kheterata and Nirat, and since the country is called Kheterat, you would think Kheterat would be their capital, but that's because they start the game in a civil war, and I guess the guys that control Nirat tend to be victorious. Okay, so we need to send over 3 more infantry. Okay, they do have power projection, which gives them better defense, but we have good siege ability. Plus, the spy network is also just continuing to grow. Oh wait, we are being sieged somewhere. Oh, rebels! Okay, and now both there. Okay, the problem here is the Elenan army will plow straight into those rebels, and I think I have to help them, because I don't think they will... That's bullshit. That's absolute bullshit that my people end up dying to kill their rebels off. Well, okay, it looks like Elaine will win, actually, so... Sure, get back there. But they are beaten up in the process. And yeah, Kheterata has pulled up with all their troops. But they don't seem to wanna do much. Oh, wait, my agent was discovered. Oh, I don't need... Right, I don't need to spy on these guys anymore. That is also something I can... That is also something I can stop doing. Maybe we can steal some maps? Discover 40 provinces. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, sure, give me 40 provinces. And then, stop building spy network. So that was... Okay, yeah, Bimlao. We can see what's happening in effectively Southeast Asia. Well, not quite all of it, but a decent chunk of it. Mohuang. Okay, I don't know. I haven't seen this nation before. And I wanted to say they seemed quite big and must be doing quite well. Evidently, they're not doing that well. Diplomatic and offensive. Everyone seems to be taking offensive ideas. What are they about? Infantry combat ability, cavalry flanking ability. I don't... What are they? Just humans? Just humans. I don't know... Yeah, I think this is the first time I've seen that nation. Interesting. We'll see if anything becomes of them. Or if they will fade away into the sands of time. New mercenary company, the Dishonored. And okay, that's again just more philosophical turmoil. Yeah. Oh, what's this? Increase of centaur tolerance. Very nice. I am trying to do that, I think. Disagreeing advisor. Yeah, I would assume that the advisor knows what they're saying. Let them... and actually disable this, enable this. Yep, stay there. I don't want my vassals to needlessly sit on fortresses and die to attrition. God damn it, I guess picking up engineering core now would be good. But picking up writers would be good later. I think I do want to wait for the military tech. Oh yeah, plus we have... Since we do have a few additional diplomats, could I guess with who could improve relations with someone or build some spy networks or something similar? Actually, I guess I could improve... What's the situation with the dwarves? Yeah, let's improve relations with them. Let's improve relations with them. Also, I do find it quite... I don't know... Quite a bit weird that making someone from an autonomous vassal into a basic vassal gives that much of a penalty. Like, I would understand that there would be a penalty and they would be unhappy about it, but I don't know, seems it's quite a big one. It's quite a big penalty. And okay, looks like, yeah, things are coming along quite nice. And once this fortress falls, we'll basically have cut them in half. And I think what I will just go to Kheterata, capture that. Wait, no, what? They have a... Wait, which one? Wait, why... Do they have two capitals? Huh? Because that has a capital fort, but this also has... Maybe that's something special that Kheterata gets? Maybe they get like a... I guess Egypt had it, right? Like a northern capital and a southern capital. Maybe? I guess. And also evidently their military just doesn't want to do anything with us. So, easy war, I guess. Okay, you lads, watch out, or you're gonna get sniped again. The Tekral Makanis don't have good luck, I think, quite often with everything that they do. Okay, so we got 7. Yeah, I don't understand. Is that like their capital, or what games are they playing? I guess I wanted to go south, but since they have the second capital here, I guess it makes sense to try and capture that. So let's go north. I guess we will have to take Ahmed Kora first, but these are only level 2 forts. So should be relatively easier. Okay, I guess get on top of it. Yeah, their army just has decided to vanish. Interesting choice. But I guess at this point I'm already used to it. Seems like the AI just really does not want to fight me in any capacity. And yeah, starting off with a wall breach is quite cool. Wow, disease outbreak is not that cool. Okay, so what is... Their armies are on the march, which, I'm mostly afraid about my little boys, Tekral Makan, if they decide to go and hunt them. And no, then again, they can't get through here anymore. Oh! Fight? Is that a fight? Well, we have our army right here. Come on, get in there. Okay, actually, here I was saying that they don't want to do a fight. Well, I guess we do know why they didn't want to do a fight, because that totally didn't... Well, that didn't go well for them. We did suffer some casualties, which isn't ideal, but they definitely did suffer more. Can I guess no, they're gonna be running quite far away, I assume. Yeah. And I guess what did we lost 2,000 there. 1,000 there. Okay, so yeah, 3k. Yeah, 3k. Actually not that bad. I guess our... Yeah, Elaine took some losses in that as well. Oh, they're even bringing in... Or maybe actually they didn't. Maybe they didn't. Okay, there goes another city. So how much will I actually need to get... Also, I like that I haven't seen anything from their allies, like, at all. I guess they just are so far away that it would take way too long to get here, even. Okay, so, I can make the manual treaties. About first off, money. 1,300. Yeah, I think I was quite correct in saying that they are quite rich. They are quite rich, and I will want all of that. So, can we get into... No, we can't get into the capital. Sure, just take this fortress. We will take another fort. And that should be good enough to get all the money that I want to get. Plus, well, I guess I will want to break some of their alliances. Then again, also, I don't want to make this peace treaty too... And then again, I don't have to worry about making it short or long. I think I can take my time a little bit. Because before I really start conquering Kheterata, I will need to clean up Irlium and Elisna, and then we get some claims on this coast. And we can start coming into Kheterat. Yeah, Edinburgh, sorry. Hey, oh, Kalib. Kalib is a big province, right? 15 development. Yep. Very cool. Very cool stuff. Oh, there's a lot of... Yeah, I guess what is... Actually, might have to check on it. What is the separatist situation looking like? All over the place. Though looks like up here in the north is more likely. I guess go up there in the drylands. Actually, no, here in the highlands, that's the only province where you might get a penalty. Damn, status quos are hitting hard. Well, speak of the devil. Actually, turn around. You have cleanup work on aisle 5. So goddamn, the coastline here is no good. Because I would like to break their alliances with these southern tribes. Because they do have a decent military, but also the problem is, if I at some point will want to conquer them, I will basically have to fight these guys in the south as well if I want to take any reasonable chunks of land. And I'm not quite interested in going all that way south. So it would be nice to get the 20 war score necessary to break all those alliances. Yeah, they do have... Oh, okay, the army is showing up again. And they're going away. Also, I think I mentioned this last time, I think I should get some basic generals up. Because it does seem like the promoted ones, which you get from using the special government interaction, they are... I guess they're okay for specific things which you want. I guess like getting the siege generals. But I'm skeptical about their overall quality. They seem worse than what I should be getting from just a basic general recruitment action. Because we do have above 90 army tradition. And like, yeah, like the stats aren't all that impressive, I have to say. Things good, 1.5k, okay, yeah. And then who is the next ones? Wait, Kumarkandi is over here actually, isn't it? Ah yeah, that's actually over here. Well, let's hope that they stay chill. And then what else do we have? How the hell are these guys present in those two provinces? That's like nowhere near each other. And I guess what do I know? Okay, I guess just stay at the ready. Ooh, the command has rivaled us. That's not good. Yeah, 110,000. Hey, shit. Hey, shit. Ooh, and there's someone with... Ooh, what's the... Oh no, this is just the side. Great Storm. Well, the Great Storm is dead. Yeah, looks like the Great Storm is dying. They're out of everything. Yeah. Okay, agents keep getting discovered and all sorts of stuff. Disease outbreak, no! No. Oh, I think those are the last... Oh, no, okay, that was the batch. Divine Inspiration, let's go. And just on the day when the siege of Aketa is over. I will assume that has a combination. And also, Tekral Makan, why are you like this? Why are you again about to get killed? These are these guys showing up to the fight. Okay, can I piece them out now? before my boys get killed? Or maybe can I make it in time to help my boys? I guess I was hoping to do a humiliate as well. 30 power projection would be good. But that would be a bunch of extra war score that I need to get. I don't think I can really. I can definitely do war reparations. That will be good money. Can I get them to break some of their alliances? No, they're not gonna agree. See, do I want to drag the war out a bit longer? I might be slightly inclined to do so. Maybe capture Kheterata? That could be good. High visit. What's this? Seems like at the funeral of a village elder, mourners noticed an unexpected occurrence. Far more people attended the service than were officially invited. This in itself is not unusual, as funerals often serve as social gatherings for communities, allowing people from Gamakrit to mourn together. However, what stunned everyone was the sheer number of guests who came to pay their respects. A procession of unfamiliar faces graced the event, many clad in clothing styles that belonged to decades, and sometimes even centuries past. Only a few days later did the realization dawn upon the people. Ancestral spirits from across the lands had arrived to honor their departed elder. Generations upon generations of ancestors had gathered to the present. Such an unprecedented visit from our forebears has left the people of Gramakrit feeling emboldened and comforted. The knowledge that their ancestors continue to watch over them brings solace and reassurance. Is this again in... yeah, of course this is in Rachen. So yeah, Rachen just has a lot of spirit stuff going on. It is sort of the shtick of the area. And yeah, okay, so we did... Actually, goddamn, the Tekral Makani troops just got wiped out. Yeah, I don't know, Tekral Makan really just isn't any good. They just aren't any good. Well, at least we got revenge in their name, if nothing else. If nothing else, we got some revenge. Yeah, I need to get them under control at some point. Now they're unsieging their capital. I do wonder which gives more war score. The fact that I'm holding their second capital or something, or would getting Kheterata pay off bigger? I think I want to try and get Kheterata itself. I'm not quite sure if this secondary capital or whatever it is really worth it. Plus, we could win the siege race. This now does depend on RNG a little bit. But, well, a little bit. It entirely depends on RNG. We could potentially win out. Yeah, a water... Well, yeah, we are literally on equal percentages now. And we do have more bonuses, so we are doing it slightly more quickly. Because I imagine getting Kheterata should give a decent chunk of war score. Actually, what even is... Oh, for the trade war, it shows superiority. Okay. I like the one battle that the stupid Tekral Makanis lost. It basically cost us all the advantage we had gotten from our battles. Those damn guys. Oh, they got a disease outbreak, yeah. I guess that's a RNG advantage for us, and an RNG victory. And okay, yeah, that gave a decent chunk of additional stuff. So what was it I wanted to try and get from them? I could break one alliance. Which is the bigger one? Binvarji. It is the bigger one. Sure, we can do something like that. So break one of their alliances, take all their money. We get war reparations. And that's about it. Just a bunch of money. Like, yeah, 1,300 right now, plus however much we'll be getting. I imagine they should have a decent income, so reparations should be quite good. How much? And we will get directly 1,100. Because of course Tekral Makan dying gave them 16% war participation. Of course it did. Of course it did. Well, time to get out. Our job here is done. We now have the money. And let's see. Do we see war reps already? I guess no, the war reps will kick in next month, I think. But also, just, I guess, it is a new year. It is 1516. It is 1516, and in this year of our Lord, Sorel, we can press the big funny button. we can do it. We can form the Jadd Empire. We have everything, even 20 extra provinces. So, and this will be a big old change. This will be a big old change. Primarily, I will need to swap over, because the biggest thing is this first reform, the Desert Legion. This has very much been dictating how we play. It means we get... Our economy is worse, but we have more manpower, and first and foremost, our cavalry is much cheaper, and we have more of it. Once we swap over, the economy will get better, but the cavalry will get more expensive, so there will have to be, I guess, a military reorganization. But also we will just get more governing capacity, which will be good. I guess manpower will stay, more missionaries. Yeah, just a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Boom. And this is, yeah, this is also, actually, I should have read, no, I should have read the little text. Well, not that important. But okay, first off, I guess new traditions and ambitions, yes, please. So first things first, seat of the court, because now, since we are the Jadd Empire, we will have our moving, wandering court. Which means our capital won't be in one place for too long. Since our empire is so big, the capital needs to move with the empire. Yeah, I guess I can't just read the text. Our empire is vast, and it has many people. It is at the whims of the Divine Herald that one group or area shall be favored, as each Divine Herald will pick the seat of the royal court for their reign. There are several benefits to having our capital in a specific location, which we must consider carefully before we make our decision. Be assured that the area closest to the court will greatly benefit, while other areas will be less than pleased. So this will come to shine later on, once our empire enters a civil war, because one side will be a bit too displeased. Well, okay, we do have 4 options to start with. And, what was this? So, Denijasar, which I will not be picking. I will not be picking anything in the east for quite a while until we get the uprising and get over it. Because basically I want to specifically piss off the east so that they rebel more quickly. And that we can just get over it. So really we have 3 options, which is our current one, Ebushuptu, which gives missionary strength and morale of armies, because it's our basically religious, right, center. There is Bolvar, which is development cost and goods produced, which is good. The 10% dev cost, just like that, is very good. But currently developing isn't what's on my mind, really. And because also primarily there is Askasur, which gives 10% core creation cost. Just like that. And also 2 years of separatism. So that's cool. Yeah, I think Askasur will be basically the main one for quite a while. Oh, also I didn't see this, so I guess they have maybe changed this a bit. So Askasur would be a small sign of favor for the West. Meanwhile, Bulvar would be a moderate sign of favor. Well, I don't really care about that too much. We're just gonna go Askasur because core creation cost all the way, baby. New capital. New capital it is. So yeah, new government reforms have to be re-picked. So now we have the Jadd Empire. Which gives us base, what, another missionary, 1% missionary strength, 10% manpower, a lot more tolerance of the true faith, but also hatred towards heretics and heathens. Good thing is we convert everyone very quickly. We get absolutism, plus 15, and a massive 350 governing capacity. Which if we look at it now, yeah, we just tripled basically our governing capacity. Okay, so I guess time to pick through everything. So, noble privileges. I don't care about that. Cavalry cost. No, I guess we're switching away from cavalry. Legitimacy. Nah. I guess cheap forts. Cheap forts would be... No, I think now that we are the Empire, money should be less of an issue, hopefully. So, I guess curtailing, that's just taxes. Really, just maybe another 10% man. Then again, manpower should also be less of an issue. Oh, then again... Ooh, let me guess, we have lost... Yeah, we have... Okay, we have lost... I guess this is sad, we have lost our government mechanic. The one that gave us 33% extra manpower recovery speed. Which is... I was afraid that that would happen. I guess it's a bit sad also that it doesn't get replaced with anything. It's just kind of you lose a mechanic, which is never nice. I guess would have been nice to have something to replace it. And I guess the big one is also we lose the 10% siege ability from the Dancing the Deodaron. But I guess there will be plenty of other ways to get that. And I guess okay, we still have the mechanics in the religion, so that's, I guess, height. But okay, so what? Manpower? Manpower would be good. The rest is kind of a bit doo-doo. Ooh, then again, compromise with the nobility. It upgrades the increased levies estate privilege. Yeah, then again, the increased levies is, yeah, okay, it is based on land ownership, so... Really, I don't really plan for them to have that much land ownership. We are going towards crown land, because I do want to get that government reform speed up. Yeah, choices. I guess a bit of raw army tradition, but then again, we don't really need army tradition. Army tradition is maxed. I think, yeah, I guess this will just have to be strength and noble privileges. It's a bit boring, but 10% national manpower, can't really complain about it. Sure, yeah. Bureaucracy, I guess also we don't have anything special here. Advisors. Oh, reform progress growth plus 20%. That's very cool. Okay. Oh, yeah, right. These regional councils. So, Age of Monsters is basically over. Age of Unraveling. Well, the regional councils are good. Honestly, they are quite good, because what do we get? We get 50% reduced local religious unity contribution in the Age of Unraveling. I guess that's a bit meh. But then Age of Witch Kings is negative 10 years of separatism. That's very good for our big conquests. And at the end, plus 33% local goods produced is massive. And then just permanent state maintenance, cheaper. Which is, I guess, something. Yeah, I guess it's not nothing overly speaks to me, I have to say. Cultural conversion cost, they're not really doing that. Yes, the expanded royal court is quite good. The reform progress is... Because since we are so wide, our reform growth is very slow. Because our autonomy is very high on average. So, I do want to get down here as quickly as possible. And I guess also another possible advisor, which is neat. All the states influence plus 5 is not perfect, but sure, we'll go with expanded royal court. I guess just more smart brains thinking together. And then what do we have? What do we have now? Religious. Administrative tech cost, religious unity, raw, expanded temple rights. Provide local tax modifier, maintain balance of power. I think I do usually like maintain balance of power, it's just another diplomat. And everyone is a bit more happy, 5%. Because the other option would be, I guess, curtailing. Admin tech, religious unity, Yeah, I guess maintaining balance of power it will be. And then, okay, I forgot. Okay, yeah, the military doctrine is a bit later, so... Actually, if I remember correctly, one of these will get replaced with... I think because I guess we don't have them yet, but I'm pretty sure in our mission tree we will unlock some special government reforms. I'm definitely sure that, yeah, bureaucracy was a special Jadd one. So, I guess we'll get there. And then I guess the military... I know the military stuff is the same. I guess we'll get there when we get there. Oh, but where is the... I remember there was a special racial military bonus you could pick up. Maybe that got removed again. Yeah, I guess we'll see. But yeah, now it's gonna be quite a while until the next reform, so I guess we don't have to look at that for some time. Christ, what we do have to look at is, well, there's a lot of stuff now. There's a lot of stuff now. Ooh, this is actually restore the Royal Library of this is library. Library of Gundagar. Originally founded in 208 AA, the Royal Library was once a glorious symbol of knowledge and power, but now lies in ruin. Let us restore this great structure and populate it with great works from all over Halan. Where is it? Gundagar. Over here. Okay, it's just like in a random province, sort of. Rule of the Dark. Yeah, I guess sort of just a random place, and it's straightforward. We just spend 750 crowns and 50 admin, and we get 2.5% technology cost, which is not that big, but 10% reform progress growth. So as I was just saying, it would be nice to speed up how quickly we get reform progress. That would be good. Good would be good, but that is also 750 gold. So I think we'll sort out our economy first, and then we'll see how it works. Also, I guess for the ones unaware, we did get a new mechanic since we are the Jadd Empire now, which is assimilated cultures. So we don't accept cultures anymore. We don't do that. That's why I didn't accept any previously, because it would be pointless. Now we have the Mughal, the vanilla Mughal mechanic, which means once we have all provinces of a certain culture under our control, we get a bonus. And as you can see, the bonuses are very nice. Especially the Bulvari. That is, I think the Bulvari is the Hindustani one in the base game. That also gives 10% core creation cost. But yeah, some of these are much harder because I guess in actual EU4, in real life, cultures are local, right? One culture is mostly in one place. Since this is a fantasy setting, a lot of cultures are all over the place. And some of them are just a bit far-flung. So that will require some extra work in some places. But also, what do we have, I guess? Missions. Permanent pilgrimages. Yes, this was Reform the Cult, now permanent pilgrimages. I guess this all just costs money, huh? Yeah, this all just costs money. Ooh, the Edush Jadd will be very nice. So this costs 100 admin and 100 diplo. But we do get just a bit of raw income. I guess this isn't super good in and of itself, but the Edush Jadd would be very good, but that costs 500 gold. Which I guess we do have. Okay, let's first take over another month. I need to see what our economy is like currently. Also, a cool new banner. It's more detailed. Which I don't know if in 720p it even looks like anything. Okay, so... Well... Are they even... Did I forget... Did I perchance forget to take... I might have forgotten to take... reparations, which is bad. Also, yeah, I guess our economy hasn't magically repaired itself. We are negative 13 because army maintenance is up, because cavalry is now more expensive, noticeably more expensive. Also, fort maintenance. I guess we lost the government reform, which gave us slightly, well, 20%, I think, cheaper maintenance on forts it was. Okay, but because we have a metric shit ton of governing capacity now, what can we do? We can actually make some states for once. We can finally state some land. And primarily all of Bolvar, that is. Because Bolvar has incredibly good land. Who'da thunk? It has just absolutely goated territories. So by how much? Yeah, like look at this. 3 ducats here. Boom. How much does that cost? 300. Well, that's where the admin is gonna go. That's where the admin is gonna go. Which of these provinces, which of you have most earned the right to be court? I guess honestly just about everything along the river, I guess. Okay, we can do something small, I guess. Sure, on Zabad. Well, that's all 600 admin spent. But that should do wonders for our economy, I hope. I don't think we'll be quite out of it yet, but that should be a substantial jump. Plus, I guess autonomy will still need to drop down. Okay, yeah, so that was like, oh no, and we are getting war reparations. Actually, five crowns worth of war reparations. So I guess that just took a bit longer to get through to us for whatever reason. And also, we do need more rivals. Okay, the command is the first nation that I see with a stronger army than ours. Sure, let's rival them back, why not? I guess we can't really rival a whole lot of people anymore, we are just that powerful. And I guess Yezelmora? Yeah, sure, Yezelmora, get rivaled. Get rivaled, you cookies. Gobet was another option. Damn, Vesdom is doing... This is some interesting stuff. I guess Vesdom is doing some quirky... Also, what the hell is this? Corvuria has lost land. Okay, so actually it looks like... Yeah, so there is a Vodelf forest here. And looks like orcs have been victorious in taking it over. And they do have a magical leader, no doubt, helping them win all their fights. And they do have a good amount of warriors. And yeah, I guess looks like they have broken out of the forest and into the marshlands. Interesting. Now, okay, what now? What's up next on the schedule? We have a bunch of extra diplomats that I guess I should use somewhere. Who would be best to spy on? Also, yeah, since we are, we have, what is that? No overextension again, so it is time to start conquering again. This was just a slight little break. This was just a slight little break. We need to get back into it. I guess I will need to... Yeah, Elisna is allied to Ovdaltungur. Could I potentially befriend Ovdaltungur? They are friendly towards us. So I think I could try to do something here, schmooze up a bit. Do a little bit of being friendly. And what else? What else are we looking at? Anyone here that I need to... I guess no one here really has that many forts. Okay, you know, for now for now I'll keep the diplomats in the back pocket if we need them. In case there is need. Okay. Oh yeah, also, I guess for those that haven't seen it, our mission tree. So, since we upgraded to the Jadd Empire, our mission tree got expanded. And I will just say it got expanded by, well, a little bit. Yeah. Just a small one. just a little teeny tiny mission tree. Nothing to see here. And okay, back to oh, we have almost gotten rid of our corruption. I guess the vetting is doing a lot of work. But okay, maybe it's time to start spending some of that money. I guess we do need admin for this. Getting the 10 reform progress growth would be good. Getting it early. Yeah, and I think... I don't quite remember what this used to cost, but I think rebuilding the highways has gotten much more expensive. I think previously it only cost like 600 crowns. Now it's 2,000, and I guess Far Salahad is only 1,000. Yeah, maybe that has been changed over a bit. Okay, one thing is, since we stated some places now, our manpower has returned to almost previous numbers. Temple restoration. Yeah, we have some... Yeah, we do have some damaged temples, don't we? Because basically all across Rachen and Hales there are temples, ancient temple complexes, and ideally you want them to be repaired, because otherwise, well, some spirits might start causing problems. Slight problems that I would rather avoid. Yeah. This is still plus 50. Okay. And I think, yeah, we'll get the 10th military tech, and then again we will be a bunch ahead of time. Plus, I don't want to get unbalanced research. That's when, after that, we will finish offensive ideas. Oh yeah, also I forgot, we got the Jadd Empire ideas now, which did change some stuff over as well. Which means base traditions, we get 2% missionary strength and 20% cavalry combat ability, which is it's a shame, honestly, because it's a lot of raw combat ability, 20%. But I guess we will get a use out of it right now, right here, while we still have a substantial amount of cavalry. But really, the Empire overall, you just don't use cavalry anymore. Because as it is in basic EU4, the same holds true here. Cavalry just falls off. At one, like, around the mid-game, artillery and infantry just become the fighting force. Cavalry is cute, I guess. Except, like, centaurs and, like, in base EU4, the Commonwealth or Mongols, they have still good cavalry. The Jadd Empire, I find it takes... You need to invest a lot, and then it's not really worth it to get good cavalry. So this is a slight letdown, but everything else is 20% manpower in True Faith provinces is big. Expand the legions. When the legions adopted the Jadd, they also opened up their ranks to a much greater variety of people and races. While this was initially disruptive and led to a decrease in discipline and organization, it also had as an immediate effect that it greatly increased the manpower pool the state could draw from. This allowed the Jadd Empire to pull on greater amounts of men than their neighbors. Oh, yeah, because we are, basically all our provinces are the True Faith, we just get effectively a 20% manpower increase. Native bureaucrats, 20% governing capacity. This is huge. Also because, yeah, just allows us to state stuff. All within the Jadd are equal, and it would not be to do... and it would not do to suppress any cultures or races. So the Jadd Empire followed the practice of leaving local administrations intact to cause minimal disruption. Where feudal systems existed, the local lords needed to report to the imperial governor, but the rest was left intact. The same occurred with more modern administrations. Only in very tribal systems with no clear power structure was order brought by restructuring the local systems, but local chiefs still stayed in power. Of course, all of this was if they did not revolt. This system allowed large areas to be swiftly integrated and reduced the need for forming new local administrations. Yep. Then also, okay, yeah, this is, I guess, definitely going to be helping in the conquests. Spread the faith. 20% war score cost versus other religions. So, we are effectively the only country in the world that has the Jadd. Everyone else is our vassal that has it. So, basically, it's just a 20% war score cost versus everyone. At the heart of the Jadd Empire stood the faith of the Jadd. While proclaiming the Empire had given the faith a clear home and base to rally around, the Jadd was not an isolationist religion. Its core tenet was the banishment of the dark, so the Empire ever sought to expand its borders and to spread the faith to new lands. It could not rest until the darkness was banished from all lands. Yep. And then I guess that's all we have currently. The next, picking up the next idea will be big, because that will give restructure the Legion, which will be 5 discipline. I think the Jadd Legion had 5 discipline in their traditions. So we have, we are just down to 110 discipline, which is the base for elves. So yeah, we have lost quite a bit, I guess. But that will be back quite soon. And then what? Trade efficiency, movement speed. That will be excellent. Harsh treatment cost I will not be using at all, because that would be way too expensive for us. But tolerance of the true faith +1. I guess it's an okay idea, but not that big. And then the last one was 10% morale of armies and 1 yearly absolutism. I guess I would say the last two, honestly, I don't care about that much. But yeah, still the discipline and the trade efficiency and movement speed, that's going to be big, so these starter ones. And at the end, we do get 5% admin efficiency. That's going to be very good for, well, a lot of fighting. I guess that's about that idea-wise. Now, where are we? What do I need to do? Right, kill some rebels. They don't even have a general. But yeah, you see, this is already where we are getting problems, because I cannot be running 100% cavalry armies anymore. This is a issue. Okay, well, yeah, that took more casualties than required. So, time to restructure. I guess we need to restructure. I don't want to be deleting cavalry. And I think I can avoid it. I think if I recruit some extra infantry, we should be able to get around it. We should be able to get around it. Actually, can I disperse a bit? So we have 18 there, 12 here. If I send 3 over... Okay, we can get 15 cav in each. Sure. Split off. 3 cavalry. Send it over here. Okay. And then all the truces are ending. Who are we looking at to fight? I guess Berzant we did get just... Yeah, Berzant and Shez, they don't have allies. Irliam also doesn't have allies. I guess a lot of people. Though, I think Irliam I will be able to take in one fell swoop. It might be cut... Actually, can I... Okay, yeah, we can take them in one war. Berzant and Shez, meanwhile... Yeah, will be 2 fights. And plus we do have claims on these northern parts, so that's what I'm gonna be taking. That is the plan. Also, do they have a military? They have 14,000. Not like they don't have nothing. I guess I will have to kill their pretenders. Which will be... Why do I have to do that? Well, someone has to do it. Also, I guess with the new... yeah, we do have... well, the new mission tree is gonna be quite something. The new mission tree is gonna be... Oh yeah, I keep forgetting, we still don't have a admin advisor. Oh, Inquisitor. I do need an Inquisitor, but they are level 2. I guess the admin would be good, but they are expensive. Damn. You know, sure, I'm used to bleeding money, right? We're used to bleeding money at this point. Come here. And then we can do, yep, light for the dwarves, so costs 100 Diplo, because I guess I'm brute forcing it. The dwarves have long worshipped their ancient forebearers, and while that has gotten them so far, only the light of Surael can save them and protect them from the darkness at the depths of their realm. We must show them this truth. The only way a new empire can be built under the mountains is within the light of the Jadd. So, yeah, this would just mean that we get a little dwarven minority in our capital, they become the Jadd, and I think this means that they don't get the penalty as you usually would force them to change religion. So, light for the dwarves. And, Okay, so that should go... Where are they now? Yeah, like that doesn't give the penalty for manually requesting that they change over. Now, where is it? I guess we can do the Serpent Spine expedition. The problem is, this is the point where I don't really... Because this will... Theoretically, it will help them expand. But I'm not... Well, I guess I could... I guess if they could at least finish up... And actually, then again, this is already getting colonized by someone else. So... Yeah, because this would cost us 100 military power, and I'm quite intent on keeping that myself. And yeah, plus I think it will require even more from us, because there will be the preparation for the expedition. I think they can also return with a lot of treasure. But do I care about that? Will the rewards outweigh... Okay, sure. We can do with 100 military power is, I guess, a year's worth, which... That's fine. The depths of the Serpent Spine are covered in gloom. As the chosen of Surreal, it is our sworn duty to rid the world of darkness, and fewer lands are darker than the ruins of the Dvarovar. Let the world know that the light of the Jadd will pierce these depths and cleanse the old Dwarven Empire of its evils. So the dwarves will be able to colonize much more quickly, and in the near future we will have to, I think, invest a bit more funding to, well, actually make the expedition. Okay, it is just about time to go to war, but before that, it has been an hour and a half, so break time. A little bit of a break time, so I'll be back in a few minutes. BRB. Alright then. I'm back, and you know, I have understood that it's been an hour and a half, and we still haven't taken a single province. And that is basically a crime in this campaign. So about time we get that fixed. And you know, yeah, where is it? I want an actual... Do we have slots for another... we are sort of out of slots. But then again... Are all of you even getting a use? I don't think I'm really using this general. You're dismissed. Let's see if we can get someone that's just better at something. Okay, well, okay, 6. It's literally the same as the one we currently have, just one more fire pip. You know, sure. That sounds like someone that we can send into the fight. So, Byzantines, they don't have any allies. Again, I don't want to subjugate them, I just want to take land. The Quilum, sure. So I guess first okay, I do not want to do a river crossing. That I do not want. We will go slightly. Oh yeah, plus also I think we have lost quite a big speed, but like movement speed buff on the global. So I think my armies are gonna now feel hella slow. I think that's now gonna be the case. Yeah, attacking up here in the mountains is not good. Definitely not. God, oh Christ, 1,000. Okay, yeah, obviously just a 1 dice roll on the first shock phase. Just do me dirty like that. Christ, actually 4,000 losses, and they're not even dead. Like, why do I have to do this? Why do I have to deal with my enemies' separatists? Well, okay, at least now they're dealt with. And we can start getting places under control. Ah yes, here we go, the preparations for the expedition. Ever since our glorious expedition into the darkness of the Serpent Spine has been announced, it's all anyone has been able to talk about. Now it is also time for us to put something tangible behind our claims. To do such an expedition we need the proper men and equipment. The Dvarovar is dangerous and we won't be able to secure the safety as they head into the depths. Who should we even send? What will be our approach? The people are already starting to speculate. So, send the group of famous adventurers, just 4 manpower. Large and well-funded expedition is 5,000 manpower and 500 crowns, or greatest warrior. The expedition will be led by our greatest warriors, 5,000 manpower, 20 army tradition, 500 crowns. It is a lot, and honestly it will be painful, but I think, well, the more you send, the more rewards you get, so we'll be putting in the maximum. Because the difference is 20 army tradition. We'll get the army tradition back, we fight a lot. So, oof. There goes 500 money and 5,000 men. Yeah, the manpower situation is gonna be a struggle for some time. Losing the bonus we had from just being the Jadari was, yeah, that bonus was nice, the 33% regen. Also, I guess I need to... How many do we have here? Level 3, so 10. Let's split off... 10. Okay, you take our siege general and start sieging their capital. Okay, get back here, meet up. I guess in this war, I mostly am interested in taking what we have the claims on. So that will be... Well, yeah, these mountainous parts. Oh, and actually I guess one province here in the south we can pick up. Because this will... Yeah, this will finish a state. Sure. And then the rest will hopefully get in a second war. Because, yeah, as I said, we won't be able to take all of them at once anyways. So I don't want to push it. Okay, yeah, down, well, I guess we'll get down to like 15k manpower. Yeah, yeesh. Not the numbers I want to be seeing. But alas, it's the numbers that we get. It's the numbers that we deserve, evidently. Okay, you can unite again. Oh, actually, look at that. Corruption is gonna be soon dropped down to 0. And like I said, well, once we take some provinces and overextension becomes a thing, that's when it's gonna start going up again. So it ain't gonna be 0 for long. Holy shit, this is more... This is much more expensive than I anticipated. Like, how good is this territory? It shouldn't be all that good. Yeah, well, I guess... There are some province... Actually... Oh, damn, Gelcalis is 18 development. Okay, so I guess there are actually provinces mixed in that aren't even half bad. Like 11... 11... 9... Okay, so yeah, actually... Okay, I guess that explains it a bit, so... Okay, they don't want to give that. Well, I do want it, though, so what gives? Oh, but actually, if I can just fabricate... I can just fabricate on them. Okay, yeah, I think for the next war, we will have to fabricate some claims manually. But I already have a spy network on them, so... That should be an easy job. Yeah, all the truces in the east are expiring. Oh, come on, you. I guess the ticking war score will deal with it. And also, don't die. Please. Please, I don't... Okay, we can't just peace them. So, we could get money, but... We could get money. This piece is up until 1530. I would rather... I think we won't be able to get that much money out of them. I will just rather keep the peace on the shorter end. Well, as much as possible on the shorter end. Still, it's gonna be 13 years. So, nom nom nom. Chomp, chomp, chomp. The Gelkar people have assimilated. Yeah, where are the cultures? Oh yeah, over here, I guess. These are all the Bulvari people, I assume. I assume this is the Bulvari group. Yeah, Gelkar. And here we have Bahari. Yeah, Bahari in some provinces. This is what I mean, that like some culture groups are nice in one place, like Surani or something, it's all homogenous, but like Bahari are, well, I guess this isn't even that spread out. It's mostly like what like the elves are when you start getting real problems, because like elves are in all sorts of places across the world, so getting all of them is an undertaking. Okay, and this is Askasur, have a claim. Nothing else though. A lot of admin. A lot of admin. Expensive. It is truly expensive. So, how is the rebel situation looking? 2 provinces here. Actually, go on, sit on those hills. And 2 provinces there. Okay, so all the rebels are in the east. Oh, and there we go. Tech, is that? Okay, yeah, that is military. 1 year ahead of time. Sure, we can get 4 innovativeness. Actually, we are up to... That would bring us to 20 innovativeness, which is... If that's already a 5th. Okay, so let's pick up Writer. So this gives us some new units. So first off, the artillery, boring. What do I usually pick for the artillery? It isn't. We don't really need it for damage purposes yet, so I think it's gonna be the Pedreros. And then, more important, cavalry, which I guess, like, as I said, cavalry is starting to fall off now, but still, at least this is a... Yeah, if we already look at the pips, this is a substantial upgrade. It's actually, yeah, for the... Actually, I guess, yeah, literally, from the very start, our cavalry has had 2 offensive shock. That actually hasn't changed at all. And now, with either option, we are going to be going up to 3 offensive shock. So that's actually a... I guess, like, not quite, but almost a 50% increase in shock damage, theoretically, that our cavalry will be doing. So, the 2 options, again, we have Jaharian Ralkadazim, which are heavy cavalry composed by former Sun Elven aristocrats who abandoned their lands in Bulvar due to the Jadari conquest. Yes, many enchanted weapons and armor pieces were found within the migrant ship Diranchria, and Ekaris decided to give most of them to the Ralkadazin. So this is basically a... It doesn't make much sense in a army, because this is meant to be a one-off regiment. Like a one-off adventurous group, effectively. Yeah, they found equipment, which gave most of them to the Ralkadazim, which proved to be a wise decision since the Sun Elf heavy cavalry was able to annihilate the disorganized ranks of Taikendi and Kalavendi infantry. So this is a continuation of, I think, some infantry options that we had. Basically, these are adventurer sun elves that went over to the New World as explorers, adventurers, conquistadors, basically. And this is like a elite formation that they had, just with heavy cavalry, magical weapons, the whole pizzazz. But I guess they, well, yeah, they are just worse than our Jaddari option, which is, yeah. So we get Desert Phoenixes. An unparalleled strategist, Jaddar was always thinking of new ways to perfect the tactics of the Desert Legion. After the conquest of Sarayend, he reorganized the Jaddari cavalry into the Desert Phoenixes, bow-armed with lamellar armor and divided in units of 50 riders. The flexibility of the Desert Phoenix secured the victory for the Jadd's armies in Bolvar and Rachen. So I guess this is... We are a bit ahead of schedule. But yeah, this is like proper, I guess, now mounted archers, effectively. And yeah, we get 3 shock offensive, 3 defensive, and 2 offense and defense in morale. Yep, sure. Sure. And yeah, I guess this is where our army maintenance went, because previously cavalry was even a bit cheaper than our infantry, but now it's twice as expensive. So yeah, that's where the economic problems sort of come from. Okay, soon. Okay, actually, soon we'll have finished improving relations with Verkal Gulan. We'll be able to recall them. Okay. If I look at... Okay, actually, well, yeah, doesn't look like we'll get friendly with Hofdaltungur. Don't think that's gonna work out. Okay, so yeah, this is now quite a heavy... I need to start splitting up these armies. I need to start splitting up into smaller regiments. Okay, so I think cavalry... Can I do... You know, sure, split off 5,000 cavalry here. Split off 5,000 cavalry. And then split off 5,000 cavalry on this end as well. Otherwise, they're just gonna cause problems. Send them over. And then we are gonna need... We have 5,000 infantry, 10,000 cavalry here. We have 9,000 infantry. Yeah, we need more infantry, but we don't really have the manpower to get more infantry or anything, really. Ow. It's a problem. That's a problem right there. That's gonna be the big problem. Yeah, recalled diplomat, sure. Philosophical turmoil and whatnot. Command is the command... Okay, yeah, I guess the command just isn't gonna stop growing its military. Yeah, by the looks of it, 120k. They're doing very good. I feel like they're doing a bit too good. I'm ever so slightly afraid of them. Yeah. so slightly bothered. Yeah, I guess I do want more. Yes, I want more admin power to start stating. So I guess I underestimated how much admin power would be required to start stating places. Really should have saved up more, I guess. Yeah, that one's on me. That one's on me. Oh, there we go. Okay, a revolt that we'll need to clean up. But also the goal of the... Oh yeah, this is just the goal. The goal of the expedition. We have gathered our expedition and prepared their equipment. Bards know their names, and priests speak of the great deeds that they shall do in Surael's name. They shall banish the dark from the serpent spine. But the tunnels of the Dvarovar span miles uncountable. The caves are infinite, and the holds reach unknown depths. The holds hold the most riches, treasures from old Dvarov, but are also undoubtedly the most dangerous. The caverns only offer many strange fungi, but little in the way of sunbright gold, though some would say it is our Surael-given duty to bring light to these vast wells of darkness, and surely many lessons we could learn from the expedition will serve us well in the crusade to come. Alternatively, we could focus largely on mapping the Dvarovrod, a relatively safe process, and one that would assist our future endeavors. Where should we send our expedition? What is their goal? So either we prioritize ancient holds, which I guess is the biggest risk but biggest reward, which, spoilers, I think that's what we're going for. We must banish the darkness from the caves, which I'm not quite sure what that would give. Or we explore the Dvarovrod, which I think will just uncover a bunch of Dvarovrod provinces, which I'm not really interested in. That's not really my concern. The true enemy is hidden deep within the ancient holds, and also a lot of gold. I hope a lot of gold is hidden there. That's what we're going for. Okay, at least a good initial shooting phase. We don't take too many casualties. Okay, and an absolute obliteration in the shock phase. Okay, that's good. That's good. Eldritch Cult migrates. Piece of shit. But some people see the light. Very cool. Very based. Okay, okay, so that's the last provinces. Coring. Because yes, stating more land will mean both an increase in income, which is very much required, and also an increase in manpower, which is also very much required. And what is this? A question of rights? I just lose some prestige for now. It just doesn't matter. We don't have to overthink it. And yeah, it's an offer from some shady people. Spy network construction speed. Sure. And And okay, and our army's elan strikes fear into the enemy. Get 25 prestige. Well, so much for that's 100 prestige. It's an offer. Yep, give me all that stuff. Bavauri, piss off. We have a lot of diplomats. That's one thing I was looking at. We have a lot of diplomats. Time to... Where the hell do I send them, though? I guess put one in the Bavauris. And then again, no, we're not really bordering the Bavauris yet. We are bordering these guys, though. And we might have some claims on them. That leaves 3 more diplomats. I'm not really sure, honestly. We don't have that many... Like, there aren't that many people next to us that I super care about. I guess could consider capturing some of these holds. Like Kheterata Segdir has gems, and that's quite good. And we could just... They don't have that much of a military. It's a very good single place. We could grab up. Yoink. But that's like a side project. We don't really need to do that. Well, you see, what am I thinking? Maybe let's improve relations with Bimlau. We could do that. How do some of these other people find us? Sure, improve relations with these guys. Just reduce the chances of any sort of coalition potentially forming. I doubt there even is a chance, but you know, better be safe than sorry. Okay, we have a bunch of cavalry now that is sitting around twiddling their thumbs. So I do want to be conquering more stuff, but maybe it is the time to sit around a little bit, deal with some rebels. Well, 2 of them popped at once. That's not ideal. This isn't ideal. Well, they should be able to deal with it. Maybe, I'm just thinking maybe we could drill a bit. Just drill our troops, recover manpower, hopefully that's horrific. So many losses just from the first shooting phase. Yeah, 2,000 men. Yeah, not good. Not at all good. Sharp, where are you? Where are these? Is this in the west? Is this in the west? Okay, yeah, this is in the west up here. Oh, a new ability. Well, which isn't super necessary considering that we have picked up everything that's useful. Plus, we only have like 3 years left. Actually, this makes me think, let's pick up cavalry armies, because that's gonna, I guess, give us a little bit... Since we still have so much cavalry, it's gonna be a useful thing to pick up for the 3 years or whatever that we have left in this age. Corvoria got the Peasants' War. Yeah, Corvoria isn't long for this world. And damn Vexes. This is the first time that I have seen someone within the Empire start growing this big. Usually they don't really... nothing really happens much in the Empire, usually. But this time Vex seems to be doing real good. Yeah, imperial authority is still very high. They actually got the Emperor's will. Yeah. Okay, the Empire. I don't want the Empire to be doing good, because we will get there at one point. We will get there and we will need to invade. And then it will be bad for us if they're actually marginous. Also, you guys are conquering this way too quickly. Step on the brakes. Okay, almost, not quite, could have been better. Oh, there we go. Sheesh, yeah. The rebels are draining us ever so slowly. What do we have? We need infantry. We do need infantry. Also, new tech. I guess, yeah, I guess I don't really have much anywhere to put diplomatic power now. I guess I have to start considering colonialism. How is it? Is it spreading anywhere? Colonialism. Okay, over here, Krathanor is the closest. Wait, how the hell does Krathanor even have it? Because they have innovative ideas. I guess they are connected across a sea tile from Eberthil, and Eberthil usually does colonial stuff. Damn it, I guess colonialism isn't even present in, like, Canor yet. No one is really doing anything about it, which is impressive. I was expecting, like, I was expecting it to start becoming a thing in the continent. This is weird. Like, it's 1518. It's not that late. But okay, let's see. Could I guess I could pick some province and start start just putting in the Diplo power to spawn in colonialism. Oh, I guess this is a very good. Why is it so cheap here? Prosperity, mages. It's a farmland. I guess it's nearby the Divine Court, and it has human majority. True. I guess Sardazar. It only has grain, though. It would be nice to dev something that has a good resource. Most of this is grain. We do have coffee here. That would be good. That would be good. In Khufu. 34. Yeah, also humans. Yeah, human majority. Sure, Edus Vaccine. Let's set this as... Because really, I guess picking up tech... Caravels and Carracks, it doesn't mean anything to us yet. I'm not planning to rush military technology anymore. So I think, yeah, let's start putting some... Because also, developing this is going to give us money. Developing this is going to give us money. Encourage development, sure, let's start clicking that button. Because, yeah, monthly income... 0.07 ducats, just raw production income, and then also quite a lot of trade value, 0.82 trade value per click in coffee. Okay, that's all we can do for now. I don't want to spend any of the others. Which I guess is a problem, because I will need to be balancing it. But, well, who knows? Maybe I will... Oh shit, honestly, we can do a few clicks. Well, okay, one singular click. One singular click. Yeah, the command is now spreading. They're now coming east. No, coming west in our direction, which is no good. Yeah, like look, that looks like that development basically equaled one extra ducat. Crown, money, more good. Okay, we can definitely... I can definitely chuck in a general here. And these guys can start drilling. And what's this? Rapprochement with Prukakin? Who even are you? You know, sure, they can just... Sure, be friends with them. I don't even know who they are. I don't even know who you are. But sure, we can be friends. Yeah, why not? Make love, not war. Well, then we are making a lot of war, admittedly. But sometimes it just happens like that. Also, how is the trade situation looking? Oh yeah, actually, this reminds me. Since we do have a lot of excess trade excess diplomatic power, we could use that to move the trade capital. We could move our trade capital over to Bolvar. We could move our trade capital over to Bolvar, and then that should equal us making a lot more money. Yeah, hopefully. I do need more merchants. Yeah, where is it? If we establish in Bolvar, it will cost 186. Yeah, I think let's move Trade City to Bolvar. And then some merchants need to... So the one in Sarajend we're gonna stop collecting. We're gonna transfer trade power instead to Bolvar. And then the one boy working in Davharal. I guess we don't have that much power anywhere else really here. So potentially... Then again, I could force him to move things. Yeah, we don't really have it. It's a bit of a shame that... Oh, no, then again... Oh, no, this is... Oh, also, hello, Walter. Yeah. See you there, I see you there. Quickly reorganizing the trade that we have going on. I know, I thought that trade from Eastern Salahad was going into the Middle Dvarovar, but no, this is... Or wait, is it? I don't get it. The arrows are a bit confusing. Yeah, something I think something is overlapping here, and I'm not quite sure. But okay, yeah. Instead of let's send trade value. Okay, merchant, transfer trade power. The one from there. Okay, so we'll see. We'll see what that does to the economy. I hope it should be good. So currently we are making basically 9 ducats from trade. And I'm not quite sure how much of an improvement to expect. I hope at least it will be something substantial, like a few ducats extra. Okay, it almost doubled. that almost doubled our trade income. Yeah, looks like it was worth it. Looks like that was very much worth it. Because yeah, I guess the majority of trade still is coming our way here, because I guess our vassals are helping transport it. So it's going through the desert, all the way over, and to our new trade city. And that's an uprising. Sure, yeah. We are actually in the positives. Barely, but you know it counts. Like, it counts. If it's positive, it's positive. Okay. Well, if only manpower was as easy. If only manpower was as easy to manage. Also, we don't even have 100% control of Bulvar yet. I guess what is this? Basically, Irlium is controlling 16% of the trade here. If we take them out, then we'll be making it, because this is 3 ducats are leaving the node. And if we take over Irlium, those 3 ducats will instead be staying with us. So that will be 3 extra income. Or maybe even a bit more, since there are some multipliers in play. And okay, speaking of, I feel like the time is coming that I have to conquer them. But also, would be nice to make some more states. Because yeah, I guess Walther, the main thing that we did do is we have a fancy new name. The Empire is finally upon us. It's a brand new paint job. Well, I guess the paint job didn't actually change. We are still the same color. But we got a fancy new flag. We got fancy new ideas. And stuff is happening. Admittedly, the change does mean we have some debuffs currently. But, well, those are quickly gonna turn into buffs. Oh, and also a mission has popped, Enlighten the Gnolls. I like that I didn't even do this. Wait, every Gnollish province follows the Jadd. Why is this? Oh, they have just changed. I don't know why this has changed, but sure. I guess we can complete that mission. 20 prestige. I guess the very large tolerance increase with Gnolls isn't even necessary anymore. But we get a Gnollish minority in our capital. And yeah, our capital is very quickly gonna turn into a just melting pot of races and cultures and everything. So sure. The Gnolls close to our home have been brought into the light. However, there are still many that live in Bulvar that follow the Zazub cult. A great start has been made, but let us spread the truth to all Gnolls, that they might find meaning and redemption in Surael's embrace. Okay, sure. And yeah, also our mission tree expanded since we got the Empire. And it expanded by a good chunk. It keeps going. You know, it just keeps going. It's a long one. I'm pretty sure I don't know if it's the biggest mission tree in the game. I think maybe Castanor which is like the Neo-Roman Empire still can compete for it, but it's definitely one of the biggest. Okay, so now money is happening. Radiant Court attracts all. Oh, we get a... yeah, welcome to Askasur. That's the Knowledge minority. And they give local goods produced and manpower. Very cool. Very cool beans. Now, okay, I guess we do have positive money because I guess we aren't converting any provinces. So, time to say goodbye to some of that money. Actually, a lot of that money because all of this is very expensive. But sure, start converting. So, next up, okay, Galkali separatists. Oh, these guys still haven't been dealt with, huh? Let's just be... actually, oh, yeah, you can stay here. So now, we can go to war, but I think, yeah, I still want to set up some more states. I still want to set up some more states to increase our economy. Yeah, sure, recall. Oh, well, there we go. Didn't have to wait too long for these guys to show up. As I guess coring all of Brasan will also be quite expensive. The provinces here are quite decent. I assume it will take like 300 to 400 admin power, would be my assumption. Yes. Okay, that was not half bad. Okay, what? Okay, Bovauri separatists, Grey Sheep separatists over here. A lot of separatists, a lot of displeased people. Who'da thunk? Who would have thought that that would be a problem for us? So, get down from the mountains. And, I guess, yeah, what good provinces do we have? What good states do we have? Potentially Zanshap. I guess Zanshap is one. Welcome in the fold. Irlium, Kumarkand. What trade goods? It would be nice to core places that have good trade goods, because then that helps increase our trade value, and trade value is money. Actually, sure, Medurubar. Yeah, let's do Medurubar. We only control one province currently, but we'll capture more. Okay, that's most of our admin power spent. Again. Ooh, we could get a cheap discipline advisor. You think, you know, I think I will. We are spending money anyways, so might as well spend it on something good. Then I think, does Irlium... Okay, so Irlium still doesn't have any allies, which I'm honestly kind of surprised by. I would have thought that they would get someone as their friends, but evidently they haven't been able to do so. Yes, let's get the troops ready. We're gonna be going in. Okay, and yeah, they only have 11,000 troops of their own. So I think, yeah, The Eastern army can keep suppressing rebels. Diplomatic power, use caution. I don't want inflation. As a matter of fact, we have 4% inflation. Might have to reduce that at some point. High fervor. Yeah, also I think since we swapped away from the Jaddari and into the Empire, I think we did lose one of our sources giving us monthly fervor. So now it's a bit harder to double dip, basically. So I think, actually, do I want to keep doing duty? The yearly corruption isn't necessary anymore. Since we got vetting, corruption is a non-issue, at least currently. I guess there is the 10% discount on advisors, which is 0.4. I guess it adds up to like 1 ducat, which, if I think about it, that's not a lot. 1 extra ducat isn't really all that impactful. Because meanwhile, we could get reform progress growth again, which I quite like, and more manpower. Manpower is becoming more of an issue. So I think, actually, yeah, let's swap away from duty and do acceptance instead. Okay. Also, I think, sure, let's do it. Let's rock and roll. I think there is enough time for one more war today, so let's just do that. Okay, no, you keep drilling. You don't worry about this. Actually, as a matter of fact, you also start drilling. And then only the army actually involved in the fighting keep doing what you do. Oh, they even got rid of their fortifications in their capital, like the actual fort that they had. So now it's just a bit of a sad situation. And I think I will literally try to get rid of their army, even if we take some losses. Okay, yeah, that was a not good shock phase. Oh, but okay, they actually, honestly, losing 2,000 troops for that, I will take it. And then let's start spreading the army out and about. Remove all the cavalry, remove these guys. You go and siege. Okay, this will be an easy, quick job. They just... How low they have fallen. I'm quite surprised that they didn't... I guess they couldn't fight Elisna because Elisna is allied to Ofdal Tungur, and if they arrived, then that would be a substantial force. Gaved has rivaled us. Well, that's gonna be a pointless rivalry because Gaved is over here. There, yeah, I have my doubts that we will meet anytime soon. Yeah. Ooh, the Blade Marches exist. Okay, so the Blade Marches is a orc nation which I've never seen naturally form. So that's interesting. That's interesting. Usually here in... Then again, I don't even know what the AI usually does. The AI usually doesn't form any big nations in this area. Eskan But, well, admittedly, the blade marches could also be relatively just small. But I don't think they physically can be small. I think if they exist, then they have to be somewhat substantial in size. Okay, let's pull the army out. Actually, we can slot in... Yeah, we can slot in a 3-star, not 3-star, a better siege general. That's gonna be 2 extra, yeah, 2 extra pips. Yeah, the subjugation casus belli is expiring, but I don't care about it, as we discussed. Okay, all of you. Get out of there. And then here we will be gobbling up all of Irlium, which I think they will also give us a decent amount of cash. Oh, and... Oh, so... I guess you weren't around, Walther, but basically we sent a big old expedition into the Dvarovar, which is like the Dwarven mountains. We sent in a big old expedition and it has disappeared. There goes 5,000 manpower and 500 gold and a lot of officers. It has been many seasons since our expedition marched into the depths of the Dvarovar. We have been waiting with bated breath for their return. But as weeks turned into months, and months turned into years, life returned to normal. Now it might really be time to declare the expedition lost. Who knows what happened to them? Maybe they succumbed to a goblin ambush. Maybe they encountered some sort of monster that dwells within the depths of the earth. One sun-cooked advisor even suggests they were killed by the dwarven mushrooms. It is most likely that they just lost their way. And no matter what, may Surael protect all their souls. Well, yeah. That was... I was hoping for... I guess I did send them on the most dangerous expedition type, which was to explore Dwarven holds. I think in my single-player game I just picked one of the safer options. Well, yeah, I guess we can't be lucky every time in this campaign. A bit sad. Those were good resources. Those were good resources. I thought that by picking the most expensive option, it would basically guarantee that they survive. But well, I guess that's basically, which makes me even more angry, knowing that I hit like a 20%, no, I know, 10% bad outcome. Then again, I don't really know what the percentages are like. So okay, and we will be able to get 200 gold from Irlium. Yeah, and all their land. That will be exactly, basically 100. Okay, and we can get, yeah, we have the military power, we can get engineering cores, which gives a massive 20% siege ability bonus. And we also pick up restructuring the legions, which gives 5% discipline, which is excellent. The old Phoenix legions underwent great changes since the Sun Elves first landed on the shores of Bolvar. The experience they gained while campaigning through Sarhal and Hales have made them strong. The adaptation to the Eastern Salahad made them crafty. The new reform will leave them changed to an even greater degree. The mixing of different races into the army would have made them unrecognizable to Jahair's army. However, the experience and drill of their veterans forged these different groups into one force, now also driven by a common purpose, to defend and to spread the light of the Jadd. Yeah. Engineering Corps and the siege ended on the same day. Excellent. So, you... And okay, actually, it will only take 240 admin to core all of these provinces, which I guess I expected something more like 300. So I'm quite happy about the outcome. And yoink. Sploink. A bit disappointing that they honestly got rid of their fortress. It would be nice to have a central castle in the area. Okay, start by coring. Actually, it only costs 87 admin to core a 31 province. I guess we have picked up... Then again, we haven't even picked up that many new discounts. Well, I won't complain. I'm taking what we are given. So this will be, but yeah, this is a big city now under our control and a good trading site. This should boost also good trade goods. This should boost our income from trade. Yeah, we now control 96%. 96% of the, I guess, through going trade, which means it went up to 17.4. I think it was like 15 previously, 16. So yeah, this is definitely an improvement in trade money, which we are now getting. Very nice, very cool. Because we need all the money we can get. The economy needs to grow. Because again, there are a lot of building projects that I haven't even started, and yeah, that requires a lot of funding. But in other news, the Herald's obsession. Askasur is the undisputed center of the Jadd Empire, and thus of the world. well, we're just a bit we're on a bit of a high horse, but you know, that's as it should be. It should thus be no surprise that all the knowledge in Halan has in recent years been finding its way to the Herald's court. From the most recent manuscripts to the oldest papyrus books and even older clay tablets, any idea that has ever crossed a being's mind may very well be recorded somewhere in the Herald's library. Usually, this is a benefit, drawing the most learned scholars from regions near and far to peruse the assembled works and devote their minds to Surael's cause. But the past few weeks, the libraries have been the Herald's sole domain. Rarely venturing outside into the lights of Surael's sun, she has instead been devouring knowledge, bringing as hard as any drunkard would with wine. Jadalessa I reads one book, finds their attention drawn by a sentence or phrase therein, reads another from there, and repeats the process dozens of times each day. We can only hope they emerge from this state soon, and perhaps even bring some useful wisdom back with them. Jadalessa I's attention has been captured by Sun Elven fashion. Okay, this means we get... negative 10% national taxes. That's bad. That's gonna be a cut of 2 ducats. And we get 1 diplomatic reputation. Yeah, that's... couldn't she be studying, like, ancient military tactics or something? I think I would appreciate that a bit more. And the West will take this as a hint of favor. Yep, sure. That's a new event. Haven't seen that one before. Okay, so up next. What are we looking at? Which missions did I need to do to start conquering Kheterata? The lower Suran Plain. No, the Suran Delta. Oh, okay, Brasan has to be cored. And this will be completed, which will give us a claim on Bulvar proper. Regions, Bulvar proper. Okay, so this will give us claims on basically all of Elisna. That is left over of Elisna. Okay, and then I guess the Salahad Gate, which will require us to take a few provinces from Elisna, and then that will start giving us... Yeah, that will start giving us claims on, I guess, previous Elisnan lands, currently Kheterata. Yeah, and then this will give Kheterata region. Yeah, that will be a substantial one. Okay, so the west is gonna be quite simple, straightforward. How are things... I guess I should be looking towards the east once again, because peace treaties have mostly expired, if I'm not mistaken. But I guess I haven't gained that many new claims. Where is the southern... Okay, where is the eastern mission tree? Southern river... That actually doesn't give anything. Okay, so what is this? Absorbing the ministries. What do I need to do for this? Denijasar is a core. Okay, I need to convert it to the Jadd. Also, we need an excess 100 admin. And then this will give us more claims. Okay, so what is the situation here? Devastation is down. Unrest is currently 0. We need to convert it. And actually, okay, it is just... We can convert it. It's just horrifically expensive. But I guess it has to be done. It's 15 ducats a month for 14 months. So 150... like 140 ducats? No, actually more like 200. 200 ducats to convert it. That's bad. That's bad. But sure. For the mission. For the mission, we do everything. Oh, also, Buvauri separatists are very much on the rise, so you actually stop drilling. You need to be ready for the fight. Need to be ready. Also, high fervor. I will wait a bit more, and then I guess... What did we get from just fervor? Separatism, trade power. Oh shit, that's a bit bad. Well, we should still be able to win. Yep, okay, good shock. Actually, that was a 0 shock phase. Well, okay, it worked out. It worked out. Raheni, Denijasari. Sure. That was almost bad. But only almost. It worked out in the end. That's all that matters. Okay, so actually, did we... Next war... Ow, don't tell me. I should have looked at this. The Birzanteshi war score cost is 105. Okay, but it can change depending on the... This isn't counting the war goal. So maybe I'll be able to manage and actually get all of it when we go in there. Oh yeah, plus I need to make... I need to be fabricating claims. This will be useful. Institution spread. Oh, did we get... wait, what that should be... Oh yeah, we now have colonialism. Very cool. I guess it's... Okay, yeah, I guess the colonialism is now starting to pop off a little bit. It's like spreading between the big port cities of the continent. And as such, it also has made its way over to Brasan, which is very nice. Very nice. Also, yeah, when we... I think I will definitely want to state up Lower Brasan. Upper Brasan, for that matter of fact, as well. But yeah, Lower Brasan, definitely. This is a trade hub. And just a good place. A highly developed city. We can get a lot out of it. Okay. Now, I guess what? I need to save up... We need to save up 100 admin power in order to absorb the ministries in the east, which will give us a bunch of claims, as well as the remaining ministers, which I think gives us some bonuses, because we basically integrate them into our bureaucracy. Yep. That's the plan. But alas, looking at the clock, that plan will be for next time, most likely. Ow, I forgot to follow you. Ah, they're gonna take a province. Boo! Yeah, the grey sheep. Yeah, you meanies. Meanies. Yeah, not having any forts in the mountains is a bit of a pain. Admittedly, I maybe should cull some forts at this point. We have quite a lot of them. I think especially in the east, there are some here that are just overlapping. Yeah, this one. Honestly, get rid of this castle. I will keep the rest, but yeah, I will keep the rest for the moment. Oh, that's also gonna be a mountain. Wait, where are the... Okay, literally with everywhere. Sure. Please don't mess up the fight too much. Well, that's definitely not a good start. Well, that's a good continuation, though. That's basically as good as can be expected from a continuation. But, well, okay, I guess 1500. Something. Something acceptable, but could have been better. And yeah, converting Denijasar really is ruining the economy. It's a bad one. It is a bad one. Okay, what do we... At least with such high missionary strength, it rarely takes more than a year to convert a province. So at least even though they are expensive, we are doing it quickly. Which is like the only saving grace here. Okay, and I guess let's... Oh, and we got... Okay, we did get a... consort. I guess, yeah, I think I didn't have any royal marriages, but I guess inevitably you do end up with one. An heir to the throne. Jezien, sure. I have bad news for you. My heir, you will never get the throne, at least not in the time frame of this game, of this campaign. But ooh, Ariatra. No, sure, keep it Jezien. Sure, but yeah. Where is from where is our? Oh, the Emperor. Oh, he is. Okay, the Emperor Consort is a desert elf, but from Sardifadine. Okay. Wait, no, that gives negative 5% missionary strength. I need to convert the place still. Fuck. Ah. Christ. That's not excellent. But sure, not impossible to deal with, just a bit of a... Could have literally picked any other city that is already the Jadd. Well, there we go, the Age of Unraveling. I guess, what, almost perfect point to end for today with a few new events and entering a new age. So, with the rediscovery of Aliantir comes the secrets of the precursor elves, and with them the secrets of the world. From east to west, scholars seek to unravel the mysteries of the past, bringing about an age of exploration and reformation. Enables religious conflicts. So, that won't really affect us. Religious conflicts will mostly affect the Empire, which will have its equivalent of the League Wars. And I guess there will be problems in the east, which we will be somewhat affected by. Okay, a bunch of nations popped there. Great. Oh, actually, we can also do a Golden Age. But also, they tell us of precursor relics. From Elisna? Okay. In years past, precursor relics have been nothing but a curiosity, their origin veiled in mystery, the power they contained stunning and inexplicable. Fortunately, with the rediscovery of Aliantir and the formalized study and interest in them, a greater understanding has grown and spread through all the world. With a contextualization of these items in the history of the Precursor Elves' Empire, they are now merely stunning and nearly inexplicable. Stretching the limits of magical possibility, these common items blow past the finest mages and tinkerers alike in their ability to provide solutions to problems. At least when we can figure out what exactly they were for. Whether for their brilliant applications of known principles, strange effects that are contradictory to our understanding of the natural world and laws of magic, or simply the prestige of holding the legacy of the world's greatest empire. The price of these relics has lit the markets ablaze. Most importantly, it will put those who control the relics in their perfect position to part the world's political and intellectual elite with an exorbitant amount of money. So yeah, precursor relics doubled in price. I think, are there even any precursor relics? They are, as you might imagine, exceedingly rare. And mostly they are in the New World. Well, new/old, but let's call it the New World for simplicity's sake. But there are some... I'm pretty sure what... in Haley's there should be some, I think... or no. Or do I misremember? Maybe there weren't. Yeah, I guess which is a... I guess we won't really be seeing many Many precursor relics ourselves. Maybe there was some in Escan or something. I don't quite remember. But, oh yeah, okay. I guess, okay, there are some in Old Daemoneth, the Magisterium. Yeah, they have some. Here we have precursor relics. And yeah, that is the only source in the old world. Well, it doesn't affect us that much. Also, the Age of Unraveling. So we have converted provinces. Oh boy, we have. We do control a large city, and we are present on 2 continents. So just right away, we have the 3 completed goals. Unity of the Sun. Oh, we actually could unite the Sun Cult. That could be that will be something that we reasonably manage at some point. Actually, maybe even relatively soon. We won't have provinces in Alliant here. I won't really convert. Maybe through subject interaction. But yeah, we won't have colonies. But overall, this will be a good age for us. As for pickups, I think what institution spread into True Faith provinces will be good. Religious wars. Religious wars will be enormous for us. Yeah, I think that will be the first pickup, then institution spread, and then I guess what? Cheaper leaders might be good. Prestige from missionary stuff could be good. Nothing... yeah, nothing special though yet. I don't even remember if we will get anything special at all. Like the special pickups. I guess that's not gonna be the end of the world. But okay, I guess with all of that read and done, I guess, yeah, as I said, good point to wrap things up, I guess. Oh no, then again, yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. Next. Oh yeah, we'll start off next time with the ministry stuff. So okay, I guess, yeah, not that much expansion today. Well, then again, we did have 2 okay-ish fights, wars. So yeah, well, the Empire is here now. Manpower is a bit of a struggle. The military, yeah, just the manpower region is so goddamn slow. We'll see what I do about that. But things are definitely moving somewhere. So yeah, gonna be back on Wednesday, and we're gonna continue. So, but yeah, I guess I did change the schedule a bit. Star Rail isn't part of it anymore, and that would have been tomorrow, right? Tuesday. But I haven't put anything there. It's gonna be an empty day. I think I will use it to do just get some stuff done, because I mentioned the YouTube VOD channel a long time ago now, and I still haven't uploaded. Well, I have uploaded stuff, but I haven't published anything yet. I think I might get to that tomorrow, so then hopefully by Wednesday there will be some VODs might start popping up, if that is important at all to anyone. And then back on Wednesday as per usual. So yeah, Friday was a bit weird, but this week, I'm pretty sure this week there shouldn't be any sudden plan changes, interruptions, or whatever. The schedule should be as usual, as it should be, normal. Yeah, stuff like that. And enough rambling. Thanks for anyone who came by, and see ya on Wednesday then. Bye bye.